If I said that I've managed to get your favourite Welsh person to cover this week's Flat Earth Friday, would you be excited? What if I added that the subject of today's video is your favourite wife-defying Flat Earther, CC? Would you be excited then? I knew it.
Flat Earthers who know everything when it comes down to science.
You serious?
You know, sometimes I get these emails of people that are just so brain dead.
Well, duh, you're a flat earther. You're gonna get emails from other flat earthers. That's not exactly groundbreaking information, Chris, is it?
You know, they really are. You're brain dead if you still think you live on a spinning wet ball.
Ah, well, now I feel stupid. But luckily for me, no matter how stupid I feel, I'll never be as stupid as a flat earther.
Special Officer Dukey reporting.
And for those of you who don't know me, I'm Creaky. And don't worry about Dan. I mean, it's not as if I've got him tied up in his garage while I hijack his channel or anything. Believe it or not, he actually wanted me to stand in for him today.
And they say, you know, why not give it up? It's, you know, been so many years now. Give it up. Give up the flat earth.
That's not a bad idea, Chris, when you think about it. Have you ever stopped to think what you're getting out of being a flat earther? I mean, apart from endless mockings from people like me and Simon Dan, obviously. Maybe you should start a little bit closer to home and ask your wife what she thinks about all this flat earth stuff.
You see, now that's funny, because how does one do that?
Ooh, how does one do that? I had no idea you were so posh, CC. Well, you could maybe start by doing a little reading from time to time, instead of just watching YouTube videos from other people who you already agree with. Or you could try and stop lying to yourself about pretty much everything, including, but not limited to, the shape of the Earth. Or, and this is my personal favourite, don't stop. You wouldn't believe how well videos about you do on my channel.
Okay, when a flat earther like myself has dissected this bullshit that we've been taught all of our lives.
Well, it would seem that somebody has swallowed a thesaurus. Calling BS on pretty much everything is not discrediting it. It's just calling it BS. But what you lack in methodology, you definitely make up for with enthusiasm. And I hate to point out the obvious, but saying nah repeatedly in your videos does not mean that you've debunked the true shape of the Earth. It just means that you're the type of person who would claim that Earth flat without any evidence or logical reasoning to back it up.
There's no way of putting that puzzle back together again.
Ah, yeah, now you know how Humpty Dumpty must have felt. And let me tell you, I won't be serving up any sympathy omelettes for you. It's as clear as day that you've either missed every school lesson on how we confirm the shape of the Earth in a gazillion different ways, or you're just playing a game of intergalactic truth or dare. Either way, Chris, you're in a scramble. And it's your own fault. So sunny side up or over easy. You can keep flipping your flat earth tails, but don't come crying to me when gravity starts to sunny side smack you back to reality. Are there too many egg puns in that? It felt a little excessive to me.
I mean, let's just start off with the stars. The most obvious thing that you can see up in the sky.
All right, sweary McSwearpants. Do you kiss your mother with that mouth? You're on the Simon Dan channel now. No swears allowed. But okay, let's talk about stars. And I promise I won't mention the fact that the sun and the moon may be a little more obvious than stars.
The stars. Let's talk about stars. I want to talk about stars.
Yeah, you said let's talk about stars.
Something that are light years away. Light years away. Okay? That within itself should tell you bull.
What? So the closest star to Earth, other than our sun, isn't Proxima Centauri, which is part of the Alpha Centauri star system, which is located about 4.24 light years away from Earth and is a red dwarf star which is slightly smaller and cooler than our sun. Gutted. First time I knew something without Googling it and I'm wrong.
You are made of stupid.
But there's still hope for me, because so far I am only wrong according to a flat earther, so I'm not going to give up hope just yet.
There's no way you can see anything a light year away.
Who said we can? Or is this just another perfect example of a flat earther not being able to understand how something works, so by default that makes it fake? When we observe a star, we are essentially seeing the light that it emits rather than the star itself. Light is a form of electromagnetic radiation, and it carries information about the object that emitted it. And in the case of stars, the light they emit allows us to gather information about their properties, such as their temperature, composition, and distance from Earth.
It's impossible. What does light do at an extreme distance?
Behave according to the laws of physics. As light travels over extreme distances in the universe, it continues to propagate but does undergo certain effects. The expansion of the universe causes light to be redshifted, stretching its wavelengths. Absorption, scattering, and gravitational lensing can also impact light as it encounters particles and massive objects along its path. And additionally, the ancient cosmic microwave background radiation provides insight into the early universe. And despite these factors, light remains the medium through which we observe and study distant objects.
What does it do? Okay, think about it. What does light do at extreme distances?
No chance. I'm not explaining that again. I think I sprained my jaw muscles with some of those big words.
It opens up wider. Okay, it doesn't narrow in at all. It opens up wider.
Now, light does experience some degree of diffraction. Oh, that's the posh word for spreads out for any flat earthers that may be watching, which leads to a slight spreading of light waves as they propagate through space. But since space is mostly empty, with vast distances between objects, the spreading is typically minimal compared to the effects observed on Earth. See, this is where I think CC goes wrong. He can't seem to wrap his teeny-weeny little flurf brain around the not-so-teeny-weeny size of things in space. So what that means is he's misunderstanding the way the light we see from stars behaves when traveling through space, and he's trying to apply it to the way light behaves inside Earth's atmosphere, I think. Who knows?
Okay, so there is absolutely no way that you can see anything at all at any point up in the sky that's in space. It would be impossible.
Now, I'm only asking this question for the sake of continuity. But okay, let's hear your explanation then, CC. And spoiler, he's gonna say that the stars we see are on the inside of the dome. Trust me, this isn't the first video I've made about CC. He's nothing if not predictable.
Maybe you could see the fake planets up there, but stars that are light years away. I don't understand the stupidity of people.
Are you serious?
Now, while we're on the topic of stupidity, and for anyone who doesn't know, CC is also a space is fake kind of guy, as well as being a flat earth kind of guy. So I've got to ask, if space is, as you claim, fake, how the hell can there be planets up there? Flat earthers don't seem to be familiar with the saying, you can't have your cake and eat it.
I mean, they buy all of this stuff. They haven't proven anything to themselves. They've done no research at all whatsoever.
Now, my wife quite often accuses me of not paying attention, or at least I think she does. I wasn't really listening.
Well, ha, ha, ha.
But it seems she may be onto something. I'm completely lost. Are we talking about flat earthers again? We must be, right? Haven't proven anything, no research.
Interesting.
It has to be flat earthers he's talking about.
They're regurgitating all the shit that they've learned all of their lives in a book and in a professor who's sitting in front of them with a globe right behind them for 15 years, and they don't bother to research.
But isn't that just what most people call education? I don't see your issue with that. Oh, hang on a second. Now I get it. You're annoyed that schools, colleges and universities only teach students things which are factually accurate. And with you being who you are, you'd prefer it if they taught future generations that the Earth was flat and that space is fake. My bad. I'll try and keep up from here on in.
But then they come after us flat earthers who know everything when it comes down to science.
Are you serious?
Which is all bullshit. Nonsense that you've been fed. Garbage. Lies.
Are you done now? So if the educational system only teaches lies and science is, as you so eloquently put it, bullshit, then how are you recording your video? On a potato? No, you're recording it on a device that we only have thanks to science. You bargain basement Richard Gere while travelling in an automobile, which scientific discoveries and advancements have certainly contributed to.
They don't even... The scientists are working off of... Oh, God, geez. You know, I'll tell you. I mean, okay. Let's talk about taxes, okay?
I was just starting to enjoy myself. You can't change the topic halfway through a video.
Taxes. Taxes were originally made in 1943.
Wait, did he say taxes or Texas? In either case, I think 1943 may be a bit off. But I don't want to be premature here. It's bad enough I'm premature in other places. Shut up. That's not what I meant.
Taxes were originally there to help them fight WW2.
I have no idea what this has got to do with flat Earth, but okay, taxes have been part of the United States of America since its early history. The introduction of taxes can be traced back to the American Revolution. In 1775, the Continental Congress imposed various taxes to fund the Revolutionary War effort against British rule. Sorry about that, Americans. It was nothing to do with me, I promise. I love America, except for the part where CC lives, you know, Westchester County. When I was over there in February, I had a near-death experience. Well, I say that. What I actually mean is I drove on the interstate and I thought I was going to die. I've never been so scared.
No, taxes are now something that people have grown up with. We just accept it. We get a little piece of our paycheck taken out every single month.
Well, my gast has never been so flabbered. You got something right, CC. Yeah, taxes suck. But what can we do about it? Everybody's got to pay them. They're a necessary evil, pal. And I'm not really sure what any of this has got to do with flat Earth, but I'm fully invested now, so let's hear some more.
And that chunk is given to the government. They can do whatever the hell they want with it. Okay? But it was originally designed to fight a war.
Sorry. He's gone off on a tangent, but I can't not correct him. It would be like an itch I couldn't scratch. Taxes were introduced in the United States for various reasons. They serve as a primary source of government revenue to fund essential functions such as infrastructure, defence and public services. Taxes can be used to support war efforts and shape economic behaviour, promote social objectives and address income inequality through wealth redistribution. And they're crucial for financing public goods, social programmes and ensuring financial sustainability for the government. I don't like them either, but what are you going to do?
A war that no longer exists. So if you're telling me we're not in a world war right now, we are.
Ah, right, so we're using flat earther logic. Taxes were introduced to fund World War II. Okay, taxes were introduced to fund World War II, even though they weren't. And because we still pay taxes, we're still at war. Got it? Makes sense now. Thank you very much to Simon Dan for asking me to fill in for him again. If you like what you saw in this video, believe it or not, I've got my own channel, which Dan assures me he will link below. Although, in fairness, that was one of the terms of his release from the garden chair I had him duct taped to, so, yeah. I'm the Creaky Blinder, thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you over on my channel. Love you, bye.